What up, y'all? Tim Z here, back at it again, like you can always expect. No, I mean, and if you guys already watched the other video, I did an unboxing of this. It's very basic video, just showing the scales off, right? And this is the video where I'm gonna actually attempt to install it on the Bugout. All right, these scales are made by Lex Custom International. Now let's get right into it. You know, it might not go too smoothly, guys. Hopefully it happens, you know. The thing is with the bug outs and all the axis locks and little cage and whatever, it's, you know, sometimes a little tricky. A little bit tricky, you know. Oh, this stuff rolling around over here. All right. Not it. T8. Let's try T10 first. T10 fits like a glove. We are gonna do the T10. Let's loosen this up by the pivot. Let's see if this is loose. Okay, that's a good sign. Guys, I had this other Benchmade where the pivot was so stuck, I couldn't even take it off, okay? And I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Do I need to heat this thing up or what? All right, now let's keep this here on the side. We're gonna put our parts in a small tray. All right, I don't wanna lose anything here. And all of these screws are gonna come out anyway. Let's see what we got on the other ones. We got T10 here. What's this one? Let's put T8 back. I don't think we're gonna need T8. Let's like keep this nice and simple. T10 over here on the pivot. T6. It's a 6. All right, so we're gonna be fully taking everything off here because we're doing a scale swap. This is not a blade swap, it's a scale swap. So everything's coming off this nav. Oh man, hopefully it goes well though. You know, never know sometimes with these things, right? Okay, especially with scale swaps, right? If fit and finishing is not good, fit and finish is crap, then you know there's going to be blade play, there's going to be all that stuff. And honestly, hopefully there isn't. I'm hoping these scales are nice. We're going to find out very shortly. Okay, we're going to find out shortly whether these are nice or not. Okay, now we got screws on the other side still, so let's attack them also. You know, honestly, the Bugout is not a platform I like to really mess around with too much. Damn, this one's tight. Ooh, that doesn't feel too good, guys. This stock Bugout tight. Okay, but now that it's loose, it's never going to be tight again because I'm never going to do it like that. That is freaking crazy. I hope, damn it, hopefully. Ooh, yeah, those are tight, guys. Ooh, those are tight. That's tight. That hole is tight. All right, now, ooh, that screws, those screws, oh, you know, almost got me worried there. Okay, let's keep that on the side. Oh, scale's already dropping off. Let's keep it together though. Okay. Oh man, I was getting worried about that one, guys. Oh, I dropped a screw. Luckily I can find it. I could find it. All right. Now let's take this off. This is the other side one. It's got a lot of lint on it, you know. I've been carrying this now. And the Bugout, honestly, is a great platform, even with the Gravity scales. This is the big, the full-size Bugout, and it feels great. I was squeezing the scales. I'm like, man, it doesn't really flex that much. I don't know if they changed the way it's made. You know, the compound or whatever, the makeup of the plastic. I mean, it flexes a little bit, but not too much. Like, you got to really try to squish it, and that's not normal. Okay, everything's off. All right, scales off. I will be keeping this though. This is a nice color. I mean, honestly, out of all of the Bugout colors, this is one of the ones on the top for the stock scales. I'm gonna put that aside up here. We got a lot of dust here, okay? And that is very true. We have a lot of dust here, and I don't really got anything to clean it here on me right now. So let's take these stoppers off, back spacers off. All right, I don't want to lose those. Let's take the blade out. We don't want to lose the Omega spring. Okay, we need to push the pivot out. Damn, I didn't really want to mess with the pivot, but we will have to. Didn't want to mess with the pivot. Okay, let's see. Did not want to do that. All right, pivot's out. I did not want to mess with the pivot. Let's get this out. Stock scale, going with the other one. All right. I really don't want to fumble around with this, so I'm not really going to try to... Damn. Wow. There's a lot of freaking dust in here. Pocket lint. But I'm not really concerned about it, okay? Nothing too crazy. And honestly, if we clean this up right now, we're gonna have pocket lint in it again very shortly. This is not something that just stays inside the safe. All right, so I don't care. Let's just make this a quick installation. All right, so we're gonna take this out. You know, the scale's already off centered here. All right, the math is off centered. All right, let's do this. All right, let's flip this around, see how it looks. Let's drop that pivot in. See if we're lucky, it goes in perfect. But if we're not, it's not going to. We'll see if it does though. I'm not sure. It probably won't because it looks like the lineup is really crap right now. So let's, oh shit. Let's open up the blade. And see, this is the reason why I didn't want to mess around with it. Now you got the washers rolling around in here, and that's a pain, all right? Trying to keep this on camera too. I'm not even seeing what the hell I'm doing. Hard to see, right? Hard to see what the hell I'm doing here. Let's take the pivot and the pivot. All right, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, there's a flat side here, just like the actual pivot bushing has flat side. All right, now the flat side is facing here, so let's do that. All right, put this here through the hole. Now we got a flat side on right there. Now let's try to get this through the hole, which I don't know if it's gonna wanna. Looks like pain. And honestly, I don't disassemble a lot of bug outs. I always find it to be a pain in the ass. Oh shit, am I allowed to say that? All right. It is a pain. I mean, honestly, fumbling around with bug outs, it's not something I like to do. And because I don't like to do it, I don't do it, right? All right, let's just get it through one side first. All right, so right now we got one side through, right? Which is good, but the pivot is too far up, right? We're gonna need to bring that down. We got it through the hole a little bit, and I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but you know, whatever. To me, it's like, whatever. I just do whatever I can get away with, you know what I mean? And that's what is happening right now. yeah, that, you know, it's kind of funny that the thing doesn't want to go through, because it's already through the actual liner. Now we're just trying to fit it through the nav, and it's got issues. Maybe I have to pull back on the axis lock a little bit. Yes, I did. Now it's in. See, the axis lock is pushing against the blade, and that's what creates that freaking issue. Now let's line this washer up, and then we're gonna be home free. Let's pull back on the axis again, and there you go. So the trick is to pull back on the axis lock. And now I got dust everywhere, whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna put the other scale back on. We do have to put the backspacers on. Okay, let's see. Now, this backspacer does have a flat side on both of them, and the scale does not have any flat side. Does the stock scale have a flat side? I don't believe, oh, it does. All right, it's not gonna matter. It's round, square, whatever, it's gonna fit. That's the whole point. All right, it's only on the stock scale that it's really gonna matter. Over here, it's not mattering, okay? Now we line this up, and as you can see, everything's lined up. So at this point, it feels like, honestly, right now, it feels like the fit is very nice on this nav so far. We're gonna see, because we're gonna tighten these up. I don't want to take too long on it. Let me just get these to drop in. All right, I'm not trying to spend too much time assembling it. Already took too much time. It's 12 minutes in. I know someone's gonna complain very soon. Some of y'all are gonna be complaining, but Tim Z, why you take so long? Because I did it on the fly and I didn't, you know, do editing. I didn't edit, and that's because honestly, this stuff is for fun. I'm not gonna edit. You know, it's just not worth it for me to edit, right? And some of y'all like to edit. Good on you. Oh, sorry for not showing. Good on you. Like, I don't need to edit. I just make these videos, and that's that. I'm not here to do anything crazy. Everything here is take one, you know. I do this stuff all in one take. I don't edit. It just saves me time, you know. I don't got time to edit and do all of these videos too. That's why you don't see me making videos all the time. I just don't have the time. All right, I don't. But I think some people like to watch these videos, so I make them. I don't got the time to make all these videos, honestly. All right, now I'm off the camera again. All right, we're gonna need to hold the, it looks like we're gonna need to hold down the backspacer to tighten these. They're spinning, all right? And they look like they're made out of brass. If not, if they're not brass, they're anodized, but whatever. I'm not gonna make a big deal about that. All right, let's see, do I have another piece of brass here? Okay, checking to see if I have a brass tweezer over here. I do. All right, so yeah, let me close these first. Oh shit, I'm just dropped something. All right, now let's put this here. Let's hold the actual back spacer and tighten it. All right, now it's spinning on the other side. Let's tighten it on the other side. Yeah, it would be helpful to have 2 sets. I do have another set here. Oh, I'm not going to do that on camera, okay? I'm just trying to save time. This is good enough for now for video purposes. All right, and okay, let's get the pocket clip on. All right, let's see. Okay, this screw, I want to make sure they fit properly, you know, when I tighten them. The screw hole here feels a little tight, and that's how the stock scale felt too. But when I'm tightening it, I'm gonna be honest, it feels a little scary. It is a bit of a tight fit on the screw, and that's how I felt on the stock one also. But it is I don't really like it when screws feel too tight, you know, when I'm tightening them, because I feel like I'm gonna break it. And you know, this could be a thing about what is it called, sandblasting and all that stuff. All right, it might have changed the surface. Now it is smoother after I unscrewed and screwed it in. I think it just needed some breaking in on the threads. Yeah, it feels good now. All right. Let's see, I tightened the pivot pretty much all the way. Okay. Woo. All right, that's pretty damn good. Flick 1 feels solid. No blade play in any direction. Wow. Let's tap it. No failure. Feels good in the hand. Fingers kind of land in these little grooves. They're not even grooves. I don't know, the cutouts, milling, whatever you want to call it. The blade's coating feels almost similar. Maybe the blade's a little rougher than the scale. But honestly, that's a nice fit, man. And I feel like to get another Bugout just to keep this on it also, and that one. I like them both. This is nice. Guys, this is nice. Hold up. Do I have one of those? Let me see. Oh yeah, I do. Let's weigh this. I know some of y'all are gonna be like, Tim Z, you didn't weigh it. You're a fraud. Anyways, here's it's low on battery. Dang it. So I can't weigh nothing. That's real quick. Oh man. I don't have batteries next to me too. Dang it. Bad timing for the batteries to go bad on this. Anyways, if I had to guess the weight on this, I would say maybe 3.5 ounces, around, right? I would say something like that. It's obviously heavier than the Gravity, but that's a good thing because most people don't like this stuff, this plastic stuff, right? The plastic is too light, it flexes. This actually feels pretty premium to me. I like it. They also make scales for the Adamas, the mini Adamas. I don't know about the big one. I don't have a mini Adamas anymore, so I can't try that one out, unfortunately, because I don't have a mini Adamas. But this one, I would say it's worth a try. Feels good in the hand. It's smooth. Probably, honestly, these washers are not that broken in. All right, because this knife is not that old. But, and it's also a little dirty too. You saw the dust in there. But to be honest, I like this. I could recommend this. I do recommend this, actually. I like it. There's a lot of scales out there, and these are, you know, probably just as good as any of these other titanium options out there, like rock scale, whatever. It's not bad at all. I can see the dust in there. Not bad at all. All right, this is 22 minutes, but what do you guys think of this? Is this something you would try? Do you like how these scales look? To me, these scales feel nice. They're really, this is nice looking, nice feeling scales, yeah, overall. And I think this combo with this blade finish, this coating, goes well with this scales. These scales are nice, all right? And I mean, you could do the other finishings. They have like the plain bead blast and some other different color looking titanium. This one is the sniper gray, I believe, and I like it. I mean, you could totally go off the walls with whatever they have for these. I don't know, I really don't have any crazy looking bug outs. I don't mod any bug outs. This is like the first time I really changed the scale on a bug out, right? I mean, really, you could do different scales, different, I mean, you could use these scales. You can get different hardware. And yeah, hold up. Did I just put the pivot in the wrong side? Yeah, I think I just did that. I did the pivot on the wrong side, but functionally it's the same. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I will leave a link for these scales in the description below. And follow me on Instagram, TimZUSA. And until next time, Tim Z out.